I was scrolling around through my playlist the other day, and I decided to look exclusively at short films for some reason, just to mix it up a bit. And there was a little movie called The Dads. Well, that's up our main street, right, on Dad After Dark. So I gave it a spin. And what I found was really touching. It almost put me off a little bit, to tell the truth, because it takes place in rural Oklahoma, I believe, and starts out showing some very masculine-looking scenes of outdoorsy dads and out in nature, roughing it together. Frankly, the exact activities and connections I usually try to shy away from. I have to face facts sometimes. I'm a city kid, and, hunting, fishing, and all that has very little interest for me. I respect people, who can probably survive a good nuclear winter, but we're probably, not going to hang out. That being said, I was quickly turned around when I started to realize what this doc was actually about. I think there were 6 or 8 men here on this getaway to support one another through trying times. They're all fathers in various stages of coming to understand, coming to grips with their trans kids. And for a little glimpse into their minds, this short was pretty honest. Not all of them accepted their kids' identities right away. Not all of them understood. And some tell their stories of how they tried to change their kids' minds, somehow get their own vision of what a son or daughter is supposed to be back. And the only seeming criteria to be in this group, was not perfection among the men, not pretending to get it or even accept it entirely at first. We don't actually even know where some of them are at yet. It's, only a 10-minute film. But they all have come on this trip coming to the conclusion that what's most important is they love their kid and want to make sure their children have the same rights and opportunities, the same pursuit of happiness that we all are supposed to get living here in this country.
That we're at this table, right, with all of our different backgrounds, seeing the same fucked up shit happening to all of us, right, and disabusing us from the belief that this is some happy melting pot where we can all just, that's bullshit.
And I think that's why, this wasn't an inner city tale, an urban tale. This movie isn't preaching to the choir when, sometimes these struggles are set against, progressive backdrops, urban backdrops. This is deep red America, and these are fathers who look the part. They say, you don't really cast documentaries, and we know that's not entirely true. I think it was ingenious, however, of the filmmaker Luchina Fisher to find dads of trans kids out in God's country to underscore, ultimately, the sameness of all dads in certain, basic ways, that we all love our kids and will fight to protect them. And the centerpiece of story here is, the anchor of it is Dennis Shepard, the father of Matthew Shepard, the college student who was murdered horribly in 1998. And that incident hangs heavily over the group as they confront the reality of hatred, of the hate their kids are up against sometimes, and the impossibility of backing down. It's a story, really, of a new courage in America. And, gay and trans people have always had to have courage. I'm not saying that's new in any way. No, what's new or newer is the courage of the stereotypical dad. Men who otherwise project that classical American male strength in turning around and saying, you know what? I accept my kid. I accept their community, their choices, and I'll stand up for them. It's unabashed love for your family and doing what's right for them, despite how you're seen, despite how you were raised, perhaps. And, that takes courage, especially for these masculine stereotypes raised on John Wayne Americana. Love is courage, and love is the new John Wayne in America. If there's a message here that's easily shared about this short film, that's probably it. Now, you can watch this short on Netflix right now. Like I said, it's only about 10, 12 minutes long. It's crying out for more depth. And guess what I found in my research? The short has now yielded a feature-length documentary project, which just showed at South by Southwest Film Festival in March. Just days ago, really, and it's making its rounds around the country right now. So you might catch it near you. Keep an eye out. Shout out if you do, let us know. Or I'd be surprised if it didn't soon settle on Netflix, where the short resides now. I'm eager to see the feature. It grew out of, apparently, the success of the short, but also timing, perfect timing with it gaining an audience as the current administration swept in with all kinds of anti-trans rhetoric and legal fights. It naturally begs the question, what's happening now with these families? How are they coping and where are they going? I think the group returns to the same lodge in the country, but with more dads this time, more stories, more detail, and I think a little more insight into the lives of the children, which was one of the criticisms of the short got. Where are the kids? For privacy issues, I think they weren't shown much. The longer film sees them a little bit more involved, I hear. I'm not sure how much. But anyway, it still focuses apparently on the notion of American rural dads and their journey to acceptance. All right. That's The Dads, the short version, now on Netflix. Check it out. Like, subscribe, become a member, for crying out. It won't hurt you. And I'll see you soon.